Hey everyone, welcome to today's webinar. I'm Matt McClintock, Senior Director of Marketing at ProcessMaker. And today we're going to be covering the fall release of ProcessMaker and some new exciting features and functionality. Our webinar is titled AI-Powered Process Design, the Future of Automation. With me here today, I have Jose Maldonado, Senior Director of Product, Ryan Cooley, our Engineering Manager, and Mauricio Veliz, our Product Manager as well. Jose, over to you.
Thank you, Matt, and welcome everyone. We're very excited to share a few minutes with you, walking you all through our latest release. Well, all our product and engineering teams have been all hands extremely busy putting out some new value outcomes that I'm sure everyone will appreciate. So shout out to all our teams, and we can't wait to show you some of the biggest, of course, the biggest features and focus themes we'll kind of dive into. But just to get a quick teaser in, we want to talk a lot about some of the things that we're doing with AI, a lot of the things that we're doing for collaboration so that we can work in teams and just streamline the experience for participants, designers, and everyone. We want everyone to build better, to build faster, and to build together. So let's jump right in because we've got a number of great stuff lined up for you. So let's call up Ryan Cooley, our engineering manager, who can walk us through some of these very specifically before we take a closer look. Ryan?
All right, thank you so much, Jose. As you can see on the previous slide, with this latest update, we have packed so many new features into ProcessMaker, and we'll only have time to highlight a few of them today. This is truly our biggest update ever, but the conversation doesn't end here. I encourage everyone to visit processmaker.com to explore the full range of updates and enhancements that we've made. There you'll find detailed information and plenty of additional resources about everything that we're talking about today. That said, here's what we will cover today. We'll begin by exploring AI assistants, which are set to revolutionize the way we create processes through features like AI-assisted text to forms and scripting capabilities. Next, we'll look at enhancements in collaboration tools, focusing on project organization and the improved notifications and comment system. This is where teamwork and efficiency really meet, empowering you to coordinate much more effectively. Then we'll transition to the user experience, showcasing how our smoother interfaces, including a streamlined home screen and a brand new task preview pane, are designed to elevate your productivity. Additionally, as you can see, we have some upcoming events that you do not want to miss. We'll take a deep dive into our new process testing feature on December 1st. And then on December 7th, we have an executive webinar where we will discuss strategies for faster process creation. Now, let's take a closer look. Our first focus area is artificial intelligence. AI is not just a buzzword, it's a reality that is transforming how we work. At ProcessMaker, we are on the forefront of harnessing AI to make work faster by automating routine tasks, easier by simplifying complex processes, and more accessible by democratizing the use of advanced technology. AI has truly become a cornerstone of our platform. There is no need to use external tools, it's all built in, and it is truly changing the way we work. Our AI assistant and modeler is a game changer designed to streamline your process design from start to finish. It offers AI-generated templates to kickstart your projects, it automates tasks for screen and script creation, and it centralizes all of our tools for efficiency. In essence, it is your smart time-saving partner in process modeling. Next up, the AI text-to-forms feature in Screen Builder is a true efficiency booster. Simply type a description, and the AI will convert it into a fully functional screen layout instantly, doing away with the need for time-consuming manual drag and drop. It's designed to be incredibly user-friendly, empowering beginners and experts alike to create robust interfaces very swiftly. Next up, our brand new Script AI assistant transcends basic script creation. It's actually a comprehensive tool that not only generates functional scripts from your descriptions, but also enhances them with documentation and explanations. It's scripting made smarter and faster, tailored for both novices and seasoned developers. Our next area of focus is our suite of collaboration tools, designed to make sharing ideas seamless and to keep everyone in sync with the latest project updates. This ensures that no matter where your team members are, they can contribute, stay informed, and drive processes together. Our project organization feature centralizes all of your project assets for streamlined management. It allows you to view and control processes, screens, scripts, and more, all in one place, ensuring that team access is tailored and organized, which enhances collaboration and efficiency. With our improved notifications and comments, you're always in the loop with real-time updates and peer feedback on all of your project assets, ensuring smooth and continuous communication within your team. Our final focus area is our faster and smoother user experience. Specifically, we have made significant enhancements to the designer and participant experiences, prioritizing speed and fluidity to create a more cohesive user experience that streamlines your workflow and maximizes your efficiency. First, the new default home screen is your command center, providing an immediate overview of your pending tasks and requests, giving you the ability to rapidly commence new processes and giving you a glimpse into your team's efficiency with easy access to analytics. Next up, the brand new task preview pane streamlines task management by allowing users to open and complete tasks in a convenient pop-up window without ever having to leave the task list. This will really enhance productivity and focus. We think it will be a huge time saver for users with seemingly never-ending to-do lists. Next up, the mobile participant user experience is tailored for on-the-go task management, offering streamlined mobile access to notifications, task completion, form submission, and request approvals, ensuring that productivity is always at your fingertips, whether you're at your desk or out and about. Next up, the designer home screen is your efficiency hub, granting immediate access to your most used tools and recent projects, allowing you to dive into your work right away with less time spent on navigation and searching. Next up, the modeler asset preview pane enhances the process modeling experience, allowing you to view task details directly from the modeling environment, offering a seamless in-context preview of what your participants will encounter at every step along the way. Next up, process testing is critical for ensuring the seamless operation of your workflows. As we as a world automate more and more of our work, testing our processes before they get into the hands of our users will be crucial to ensuring business continuity. This new feature lets you test process changes safely without affecting existing data. You can run processes from any point, automate tests with various data sets, and you can do all of that without skewing your application metrics. Finally, our new external integrations. We partnered with world-class integration powerhouse CData, who have built over 200 connectors to everything from ERPs to SaaS applications. Now we can tap into any of these from our processes with very little effort, connecting your workflows to the outside world with ease. That is just a really brief, quick overview of some of the exciting new things coming your way in ProcessMaker Fall 2023. To give you a much more in-depth look, I'll turn it back over to Jose.
Certainly. Give me a second while I share my browser here real quick. All right, great stuff. So let's jump right in. Here I'm sharing my browser. This is our new login page, so we can customize a little bit the messaging that we want to put forth. Let me just log right in since there's a number of things that I want to show you. So I'm just going to log in here with any of our users to get a quick glimpse into our product. So the first thing we'll notice, of course, is the introduction of this new brand homepage for every user that has these dashboard quick access sections for different pieces of our interface. So up here we'll find tasks to the left and requests to the right, and then a selector for different requests that can be started. Bottom left and bottom right, we've got an overview of all the analytics that you'll also find on our new analytics tab that we introduced last release. So I want to zoom in real quick into these two dashboard tables above tasks and requests because they're particularly useful. So for instance, I can see here I've got two open tasks and we can see what they are. Of course, I can filter between in progress and overdue everything, or if I want to search a task by name, we can easily do that. But what's interesting, so here I'm seeing them all, what's interesting is that we can preview these tasks. So if I click on this new eye icon on any one of these, the actual screen, the actual form for the task is going to show up. So I not only get a preview, I can legitimately just interact with it and fill out whatever I want to do. So here's the first task of a vendor, an onboarding process that I have pending. And so this is a great way to just plow through on my to-do list, get our job done. And of course, if we don't want to submit it right then and there, we can also iterate through a couple of these. Let me see what else is in here. So if I click next, I'll start jumping through the list of open tasks. So this allows us to very quickly, um, directly from our homepage, just interact with our task without necessarily have to go straight into our task list to review that list. Now, of course, at any point, if I click um, on the expand link, then we get the full page task view that we're used to, where we can just interact as we're ready. Now, something also interesting is that we're revisiting our commenting section in most sections, so you can interact and collaborate better. So you'll see these this comment rail in several pieces of the interface. So I can come in here and I can ask other users. So I'm going to ask user Ringo, what do you feel about this task? All right, and this is just going to start just leaving a trace of all the comments that are going to be associated to this task. Just so you know how this looks like, I'm going to tag myself just to get, here's the task I need to get to. And by doing so, we can take a look of how this is going to show in the new notifications icon. So notice here the bell icon. I'm going to click on that. And here, of course, we've got all our messaging inbox, and it's combining both notifications and comments. So notifications are the notifications we're used to. I don't have any right now, but as new processes or requests or tasks get assigned to you, everything that has traditionally notified you in ProcessMaker will still show up here. But alongside those, we have our new comments. So every time you're tagged in a comment, and this happens at requests and tasks and other places that we'll be seeing, you'll notice it here. So here's the task that I need to get to. And of course, when we click on these comments, it's going to take us straight to wherever in the UI, in the interface, and in the platform, the comment was generated. We just happen to be there already. So very useful. Of course, if we visit the request itself, then we'll also notice that the request has a comment section, and here, we can see a trace of all the comments across all the tasks. So you can see the task name, what comments is. So comments has been refurbished to really steer that collaboration. Let's go back to our homepage. So we talked a little bit about tasks, same thing for requests. Here we can see everything that's going on, and we can filter them by completed, by name. And if we just zoom into it, if we drill down, then we get, of course, the perspectives of more detailed requests and tasks that we're already used to. So that's our new homepage. And similarly, we have home pages for Designer. But to show that, I'm actually going to log in as another user so that we can kind of get a different perspective. So I'm going to log out here. We saw Ringo, so let's just log in as Ringo. Give me a sec here. All right, so here's Ringo, and you will notice that we've got this notification. So of course, the comment that we just left for us is right here. Let me just leave that for a second. I want to show you the Designer tab. So I'm going to click on Designer. And here, this is our new Designer homepage. This is a homepage for all the tools that you can use to actually create processes and assets to build stuff. So of course, we've got all our libraries here, so we can see our processes and create new and screens and scripts and data connectors and so on. So you'll notice another big add-on for this release is the concept of projects. And projects allows us a couple of things, but particularly just to organize our work around common themes so that they're not spread across all our asset libraries. And it also allows us to collaborate a little better. I'm just going to go ahead and create a project. And we can call this, let's say that we want to build a new pizza ordering system or ordering process. So let's take a look at that. So I'm going to add members. So this allows me to collaborate with other users. I'm going to ping our friend the admin here real quick. So let me just add him and we'll come back to that in a second. All right, so here's our newly minted project, and we can start adding assets. So of course here, the same thing happens. If the asset already exists, we can look for it and bring into it, and this allows us to kind of reuse assets that we have. or we can start from scratch as we're used to. I'm just going to go ahead and create a new process for this project. So we have our conventional new process where we have a number of ways to interact using our templates, our AI, or from scratch. Now we're introducing more of our AI components directly in the process modeler. So I'm going to show you that. So I'm going to go ahead and build our own, create a process. So this is just going to be it's going to be our pizza process, and it's going to be an ordering system, and we can add a manager to it and the same goodies that we're used to. And this is our new and improved modeler. Notice how clean it is. Everything that we need is neatly tucked away. Here we have all the elements that are available to us. Um, and of course, when we have no process yet, we're invited to either start just dragging objects from the object menu or kickstart a generation process with an AI session. So let's do that. I'm going to kickstart our process. And here's our AI assistant. Many of you are already familiar with our AI assistants. Let's just, I'm going to put something really simple, a process for ordering a pizza. Let's see what comes up. Just give it a few seconds. All right, so choose, customize, place, prepare, bake, deliver. So this is fine. We can keep tweaking on it, but many of you have already seen our AI modeler. It's pretty fun. I'm just going to go ahead and use this. Notice that it's recommending me to update my name and description based on the generation process. So that's pretty useful as is. I'm going to go ahead and accept the assistant recommendations for name and description. And here's our process. So now what we want to do is start putting these together. This is a great opportunity for me to demo a couple of additional use cases. So let's go ahead and open the inspector here. I'm going to add some screens. So choose pizzas. Of course, I don't have any pizza screens here yet. You can see some of the screens with the other processes. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new one. This is going to be the pizza selection screen. Choose a pizza. It's regular form. I'm just going to add it to my process. All right. And so now this is the screen builder that we're already used to. But on top of all the controls that we have an AI generated control as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and add it to it. And when we select it, we have an opportunity to enter some text of what we want. Now, what's interesting about this AI generation control, we can be very specific and have, just a field, or we can be very, very detailed and have fully fleshed out forms. So let's try that a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and ask for something very specific. First name, last name, and let's say birth date. So very lightweight requirement. And you can see it's suggesting me, very three simple fields: first name, last name, and birth date. You can see it recognizes the data type pretty neatly. So this is, on the kind of on the low end. And on the other end, we can be, create a loan application form. So I'm not providing any detail or context just to see how that works. And here it is. And you can see it's suggesting what a regular loan application is. And I can move this around. I can edit my prompt. I can tweak it. Or once I apply changes, it creates all the elements here in a table, which means I can move it around. If I have other elements, I can place them wherever I want, and just customize it. And you notice it's creating all the variables, all the labels, all the field types. We can just preview this, of course, a loan amount, a loan type, etc. Now, certainly, we're not doing a loan here. I just wanted to show you the generation. Let's actually do some interesting pizza work. I don't know if maybe it's because I'm hungry for this demo, but let's see how far we can take this. So I'm going to go ahead and try that again. Um, let's see. create a screen to select a pizza from a few options. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, there he is. There it is. So whatever it's recommending me, fine. Sounds fine. We can tweak it, customize it, but that's fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep that. All I'm going to do is just add a submit button. I'm going to place just next. And another thing that I wanted to show about this release is that it added the opportunity for all our submit buttons to be loading submit buttons. What this means is going to kind of replace the interstitials or kind of the waiting screens between one form and the next, so that the button itself just is kind of the loading placeholder until the next task is fully rendered. So I'm going to go ahead and enable that option, and then we can customize what we want the message to read. So we can say stuff like, warming up the oven. All right. And that's it. I'm going to go ahead and save that screen. And then when I come back to my process, you notice that my pizza selection screen is already nice and assigned to this. I'm going to say, okay, please loop it into the next task, and then let's choose customize pizza. So let's do that again. I'm going to create a new screen. This is going to be the pizza customization screen. Customize a pizza. Another form in my ordering process. Awesome. So place your controls. So let's say form to customize a pizza. Let's see what this looks like. Give it a few seconds. Nice. So it's recommending me size, crust type, toppings, extra toppings. We apply this just to get a sense of what it looks like. Pizza size, crust type, extra toppings, special instructions. So this is looking great as is. I just want to do a couple of modifications. I want to actually have checkboxes for these toppings. Maybe split these into some sections so we can easily tweak that. So I'm going to drop this section, and let's try that again real quick. So a pizza customization form with 3 sections, each with a rich text title. So I would say section 1 is size with options small, medium, large, and extra large. Section 2 is toppings um, with several check boxes for at least 10 additional ingredients. And then let's say section 3 is, what is section 3? Crust type with a few options. And section 4, well, I said 3 sections. All right, let's stop there. I mean, we could you get the point. We could keep on going. Let's see what that looks like. So it's generating our form. All right, it's looking fine, except these toppings are really not going to win any awards. So let's take one more stab to that. Let me split these to make it easier to read. Check boxes with pizza ingredients, or several check boxes, each with a pizza ingredient. And then, all right, let me, with at least 10 check boxes, each with a pizza ingredients. All right, let's try that. Nice. Pepperoni, mushrooms. All right, perfect. So this is fine. This is fine. Let me go ahead and just add a next button into the, the final piece. This is also going to be a loading submit. Um, you know, preparing ingredients, publish, publish. Let's go back to our process. Notice how the customization is nice and linked in here. Place order. Okay, let's just do a couple more super quick. Um, Same thing, create new screen, place order, place order. It's a form in our pizza ordering process. All right, so let's do that one last time. Um, Order confirmation form with one section for contact details and one section for payment for credit, sorry, for credit card information. All right, let's take a stab at it. All right, full name, address, credit card number. This is fine. We can, I'm just going to go ahead and keep that. Now, certainly we could tweak the prompt to get us some section titles, but I'll just add them manually. We don't need to spend some time on that. This works too. Let me just clone this element and add it right here. Perfect. All right. All right. Preview. Yeah, contact payment. All right. So now let's add another one here at the end. And this is the finalize order. And I think this is the last part for the request. The rest happens in the kitchen, so we don't need the interstitial. This process will end here. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Publish, publish, publish. Let's go back to our map. All right. So it's taking us the full of what, like 5 minutes to put together a full process with all the screens, at least on the customer end. Let's just add one more for the kind of the kitchen. We can assign this internally. So I'm just going to create a new screen. But this one will be easy because we'll just nest some of the others. So this is the confirm pizza, new pizza order. All right, save, save, save. Nice. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add a new order just came in. Awesome. And, you know, um, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put whatever it is that's in here. So let's find our pizza. Let's find our wait, no, sorry, not this one. Our pizza screens here. The selection and the customization. All right. So whatever came in here will show. All right. Maybe did I not save my pizza customization? Just go ahead and publish that. All right. A new order just came in. Save, save, save. I should add also a submit button. All right. So place an oven. An oven. All right, we don't need to keep going. You guys get the idea. Let's come back to our drawing board. All right, so we have a confirmed pizza. Now, these three, of course, are going to work for the applicant, and then whatever happens here will happen internally. So right off the bat, it's looking great. Let's do a couple of things. Let's just assign this so that it works. So what I want to do is I want to publish these three first pieces as web entries so that they can work anonymously, whereas these three pieces are going to work internally. So for this to work, what we need to do is I'm just going to add Um, I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to say you're going to be a web entry, right? So we need what's the first screen? So we don't have a screen, so let's be real quick about that. This is going to be our web start. It's going to be a new pizza order and our ordering process. All right, and all right, and then this is just going to be just kind of a start page. So I'm going to, let's just add a rich text and, uh, we hope you're hungry. All right. And then let's just add a nice little start your order. All right, that's fine. That's our web start. So let's come back here. All right, so here we have our web entry. The screen is the web start. All right, so this is then of course going to pick up and then it's going to route through these. So all of these should be anonymous web entries. This one and this one and anonymous and place order. So this is the last one, anonymous. All right, this is where it ends. This is where it ends. We should add a screen for completed, but we'll keep it now. So all of this piece is going to run on the web, and then this is not. So which means that we should assign this specifically. So I'm just going to assign this to myself, to Ringo. All right, Ringo. Nice. Yeah, perfect. Let me know when we're ready, and we're good. All right. And we don't have sections for here, so we can only see it up until that point, but that's fine. Let's see what this looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this, and notice how spend only a few minutes and we have a fully functional piece. So what I have somewhere over here, what I have over here, this is just a notice. It's a sample um, web page template that I have here on my machine with a nice little storefront for a pizza shop. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that form that we created. So the ProcessMaker savvy in you will know how to do this. Pretty simple. It's pretty cool, actually. I'm just going to go ahead and come into the web entry piece. And here we have the web entry URL and the embed code. I'm just going to configure the embed code. Let's say that we want it not filled, just on the bottom right. Let's add a new button called Order Now. Um, let's pick any yellow that'll match that template. We now find a nice icon. For time, I'm just going to go ahead with, whatever, a pizza box. Sure, save. So now we've got our embed code. I copy it, or click on the copy thing, and then we just paste this in our website. So right here, I have the HTML for that website, and we don't need to know anything. I'm just going to go ahead and paste, and it's created one line of code that we add to our website at any point. I'm going to go ahead and save that, and let's take it for a spin. So I'm going to refresh this. All right, and there we go. We see the pizza box order now. Let's try it out. And so here oh no, I made a typo. I spelled you're wrong. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's supposed to be RE, but at this point, I'm not going to go fix it back. But duly noted, check my spelling. All right. So here are our pizza options. Let's just go with anything. Next. So notice the loader button. All right. Size. All right. This works fine. Preparing ingredients. All right, here's our contact form. So of course I didn't add any required fields just so we could be quick. Finalize. All right, thank you. So which means that if we come back to our instance, Ah, we've got a notification here. Ringo, you've been assigned to prepare a pizza in the new pizza ordering process. So I can click here and go straight to that. I'm just going to show the welcome screen. Let's check out that real quick. And notice how Ringo, of course, has a different perspective, and including to prepare the pizza, and we can preview into that. All right, new order, and here's our selection, place in oven. So pretty cool stuff. Now, let's do one quick update. What if we want to you maybe calculate a delivery time based on just how long it takes. So let's imagine kind of a very silly scenario. Let's say that for every topping that you select, it's going to take about 3 minutes, an added 3 minutes. So we need some way of just counting how many checkboxes you have, and then calculating the wait time. Sounds easy enough. How should we proceed to do that? So I'm going to go back into our process. And you know what? We might say, sounds like a great idea, but I don't really know how to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and select somewhere over here between customize and place the order. I'm going to add one of those comments. And I'm going to reel in the admin. So I'm going to say, hey, admin, um, can you add a script after this task that calculates wait time by counting ingredients? And well, that's just, whatever. Comment. Awesome. So notice how the comment is also highlighting what task the comment is. So let's visit this model as the admin to check it out. So in fact, what I'm going to do is let me just open a separate window. So let me just open a new window here. Let's log in as the admin. All right. You have a number of notifications, including, hey, Ringo, can you add a script? Um, so I'll visit this in a second, but what I wanted to show you is if I go if I go to design, notice that now I have the pizza ordering process in my projects, and we can see all kind of the recent assets. So let's go ahead to the pizza ordering. Here's everything. Let's see what Ringo's talking about. All right. So we're seeing the process, and so what we need is a way to determine how many ingredients we have. So we have a quick way of doing that. Let me see. What we really want to do is I'm just going to scoot these over. I'm going to scoot these over because it should happen somewhere over here, and I'm going to add a task. But in fact, I'm just going to go ahead and click here. Let me just center this because I think you guys are not seeing the entire thing. Let me click on this. And of course, I haven't pinned kind of any usual tasks. That's why you're not seeing anything on my shortcut bar. But notice how we have an AI generated kind of placeholder. Let's check that out. So this piece, we can, you know, involve as any, and then it's going to prompt us like, what do we want to use? What do we want to create? Do we want to create a sub process from text? So you know how we can create a process from a textual description. Well, we can keep on adding very complex and rich pieces as sub processes, or we can create a screen from text or a script from text. So let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and pick in here. This is going to be my calculate wait time. Just add it to my project. All right. Saving my process. All right, so here I am at the script. Um, Notice how it's already taking the description and asking me if I want to go ahead um, and generate that. Now, before I do that, I'm going to come back to this because I want to show the entire new kind of AI assistant section here. Notice how we can generate script from text, or if we already have some scripts, we can document them, clean them up, or explain them. Actually, let me show you real quick how that works. I have over here, just on a web page, I found examples. Let's say that I'm not a programmer, but I want to see if I can use something. I wonder what happens if I just click on a function and have our AI assistant explain it for us. So here, for instance, I have a PHP program to print Fibonacci series. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy the entire PHP script, and let me just paste it in our process um, that I have right here. I'm just going to paste it here. And then I'm going to ask, explain, like, what is this doing? So what this does is the AI assistant is just browsing the text, and it says, oh, it looks like you're generating a Fibonacci series, and then it proceeds to explain step by step what's going on. So this is extremely useful if, as a user, you want to maybe review an existing script that you didn't author yourself. Maybe it's also missing some documentation or not properly documented. For that matter, we can come in here and we can, ask it to be documented. So I'm going to click on documenting, and notice how it's recommending some changes. So to the left, we have our original script, and to the right, it's highlighting in green the changes. It's basically recommending that we add some text to explain what it's doing. So when I apply the changes, notice how it's basically telling me what's going on. So it's very it's very useful assistant to interact with our scripts. Of course, this has nothing to do with the experiment that we're running. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. What we really want to do is calculate wait time from ingredients. Notice how it knows that we have this pending, so it keeps coming back to this prompt. So let's think about it for a second. Let's open our ingredient screen here real quick. So this is what our screen looks like, and what I want to do is just count these. And I don't want to think too much about it. And I know this is kind of like short. Let me just scoot this in here. But basically, this is what the data is going to look like. And it basically sounds like we have a number of data that has different values, but the ingredients, since they're checkboxes, are just like true, false uh, fields. So I'm just going to ask it to count how many fields are true, and then multiply those like by 3 minutes or so, and that's going to be our wait time. So how would I go about putting something like that together? So here I'm going to say count how many fields um, from the data array are um, equal to true, and multiply that count by 3. Let's say it takes 3 minutes per ingredient. Then I'm going to say return the value as, let's say, wait time, and return the count as, added, let's be consistent, as added ingredients. What is that? Okay, so it's asking me, where do you want to place this script? So that's fine. Line 13. It's doing its magic, and then again, it's recommending what you're going to change. So here's your data, and then it's doing its stuff, and it's returning wait time and added ingredients. Now, notice how I failed to remove the previous return, so I'm taking that out. And also, we don't need this since the data is just what comes naturally from the request. But otherwise, I don't need to really understand what's going on. I'm going to trust it. And it's basically finding that if it's true, then it's going to just, it's going to take that and count. So awesome. Let's test it real quick. So the way that you'd test it is basically if I come in here, now where's our screen? So if I take this object and I plop it into our sample input, what happens. Telling me, well, you selected 3 ingredients and you'll be waiting 9 minutes. I think that's exactly accurate. So sounds about right. All we need to keep in mind are these names, wait times, and added ingredients. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this. Perfect. And then when I come back to our process, let's just come back to our project. Notice how the project is also highlight color coding all our assets so they're easier to identify. Let's open our process. All right, all we need to do is add those values into this screen. Now, notice how we talked about the screen preview, the task preview on the welcome screen. We've also added these previews on the designer. So now you don't have to just navigate away to really remember what it is that you're working on or what is available to you. We can see this screen right here. And this, of course, will work for any screen or any asset that we want to evaluate. So let's click on Customize Pizza, and we can remember, and even our script will show. So if we want to kind of get a sense of what the variables that we're looking for. So what I want to do is just edit this place order to kind of give us a sense of what that wait time is going to be. So we'll click here, and this is going to bring the screen builder. And then we just add it. I want to add here. You selected added ingredients, additional ingredients. So your pizza will take about minutes to get to you. All right. This is a little too much. Perfect. All right. That's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and publish that. Back to our process. Everything seems to be in proper order. So let's take it for one last spin. Go ahead and publish. And then let me come back to this thing. I'm going to refresh, spinning pizza box. And here's our favorite typo waiting for us. Let's place an order. All right, select a pizza. I'm going to go vegetarian. Warming up the oven. Nice. Extra large. Let's see. Well, since I went vegetarian, I'm just going to go ahead and add some pepperoni, sausage, bacon, because why not? Fine, let me throw in some green peppers in there. So that's 4 additional toppings. All right. Prepping ingredients. And there it is. You selected 4 additional ingredients, so your pizza will take about 12 minutes to get to you. Perfect. So let's recap. We created a process. It took us just a few minutes to create the entire flow, to create the entire screens, to create the script that's doing this calc for us, to plop it into a website and start taking orders. So this has been a very quick overview of projects, comments, welcome screens, and some of our coolest AI tools. Um, let me pause there, and we can chat a little bit about some questions that you all might have.
Awesome. Great demo, Jose. That's really cool.
Yeah, amazing.
We wanted to take an opportunity to take any questions. We had a few Q&As already answered. If anyone has any additional questions, we're happy to answer them. But in the meantime, maybe Matt, you can kind of tell us about what we have coming up.
Sure. So again, thanks everyone for joining the webinar today. A lot of really great stuff on the product side. So big shout out to the product and engineering teams and all the work they've been doing to bring a lot of this new features and functionality to our users. A couple events we have coming up. I highly encourage you guys to sign up. We have some really cool live streams coming up and another webinar focused on this release. So our first live stream will be on December 1st, where we'll really dig deeper into process testing. And then we'll have another release webinar on December 7th, faster process creation for all. Highly recommend you sign up for that. In the follow-up to this webinar, where we send you the recording of the video, we will send further information on how you can join those live streams and sign up for the webinar. So if there are any questions, do we have any more questions? I know we answered a lot live.
Just someone saying they're looking forward to playing with the new version.
Awesome.
Yeah, very cool. Well, thank you, everyone. Just a reminder, head to processmaker.com. We have a lot more information about this brand new release on our website. We'll take any other questions offline.
All right. Thanks everyone for attending, and we'll send a follow-up probably at some point tomorrow.